Hey y'all, Mads Mama Bear here, and I am going to drop some knowledge on you. But first, yes, there will be another installment of Mama Bear's Kitchen coming up later today, and as per the Twitter poll, the one that won out was Swedish meatballs, so expect that later. But I saw something on Twitter today that I really want to address. 5 days ago, Freddie Bentley, 22-year-old Instagrammer, went on to Good Morning Britain and stated that learning about World War II is harmful for millennial health. I'm not denying mental health. I know it from firsthand experience, and I know the damage it does. Shoot, I lost my brother to it. And I know a lot of people that struggle with it. But saying something like that is just blatantly disrespectful. Because for many of us, it wasn't just a story. It's not something that's just learned in the history books. My grandparents were there. My Oma and my Opa. They lived in occupied Amsterdam. My grandfather, at the beginning of the war, was taken prisoner and brought up to the French border so he could build trenches. Because of that experience, he associated garlic, the smell of garlic, with that awful moment in his life, and never was able to never allowed it in the kitchen ever again. Every night he'd have nightmares from the stuff he saw while living through there, because he did escape, and he walked back from the French border back to Amsterdam, and immediately signed up with the Dutch resistance. He fought because it was the right thing to do. That's who my grandfather was. My other grandfather was part of the Canadian forces that liberated Amsterdam and a lot of other places. And he was one of the most decorated officers out there. Many others have their own stories that they've heard from their own family. But even setting that aside, saying something like that is horrifically disrespectful. I mean, yes, I've done the history. I've learned it. It's not pretty. It's not supposed to be pretty. It was war. It was a war that was started because of human atrocities. Billions of people died. Horrible deaths. For no good reason. Because someone wanted to put a blame on a scapegoat. And the fact that he can turn around and stand here today and make such a statement is a credit to those who fought and won. Because for many reasons he would not be allowed to say what he did. And I can pretty well safely say that there's a lot of aspects about him in particular that would not have been allowed. But I'm not getting into that. That's not what this is about. Everything connected to that war was ugly. Yeah, there was a lot of compromises made because they had to be. But it was the right thing to do. To stand up and say, this is, as one world, to stand up and say, this is not right. People should not be treated this way. And you know what? Maybe more than ever, this is why, people should be learning this. Because again, we need to stand up and say, this isn't right. Everything connected. It's just horrible. I've been to the memorials. I've been to the Hiroshima and Nagasaki memorials. I've seen the aftermath. I'll just leave you with one thought. For those who don't learn history, are doomed to repeat it. That's something we should never repeat. Have a good day, y'all.